This is Shlemo, and his Psylocke was almost perfect, but something was holding him back. So he sent me a bot to figure out what's stopping him from truly mastering her and grinding ranked. And today, we're breaking it all down. Let's check it out. Psylocke to begin. It's crazy how the game has started and you're not even like on the point yet. Like, I feel like I would rather have you on the top left here. Just on an off angle. Yeah, duel the Spider-Man or something.
Get in there.
Frontlining with Psylocke is a bit questionable. Well, it's not even frontlining. I don't know if like would count as frontlining, but you should be like on the off angle more. I've stood behind, it's not terrible, but you definitely give up a lot of space you could be taking. So that is a greedy ult. It's working out though. But you don't have a escape set. Never mind, you did actually might have had an escape plan. Never mind. You went for a 1v1 plan. Maybe it's just the rank we're looking at. That's why we can't see it. Some people are just not diamond.
I am ready to put on a show.
But yeah, no, Neymar is banned. Yeah, both Hela and Punisher are 2 picks I would pick just to counter Spidey. Like in general, the recurring problem, at least for your Psylocke, is like you're not really... Like Hela makes more sense here. You're playing her like you would a Hela. You have double escapes, you have invisibility, you can pick people in the back line. Or you should have full comboed him, he would have died. Except you don't have escape, you could have waited too. It was a good lineup though. It was a good like call to go for a pick there, but you just didn't have the full combo. Forward, good call. Perfect call. Surprised I didn't hit him. I haven't played a lot of Psylocke myself. I'm not an expert by any means, but definitely like you need to combo it more. It's like left click, right click, dash. It's a very easy combo. It's hard to do a full combo because you're playing like in the middle of it, so you have to keep using your abilities outside of the combo. But a full combo would be committing. There's a dash there. The problem is he didn't have an escape, so he would get traded for it. I could see why they would hold back. He only had 1 dash. At that point, he could have waited for a second dash and it would have been fine. Idea was solid. You had the escapes, just the execution wasn't there. The thing is, like, as a flanker, as long as you don't die, you kind of do your job. It's really underestimated, but like, if I play Psylocke or Spider-Man or something, like even if I don't get a kill, and I don't take this out of context, but people keep forgetting that when you like just by being a flanker and being alive, you're playing like you're doing your job because they have to keep looking at you. It's really good. Like they're looking for you. They know you're in the back line, even if you don't get a pick ever. Just by existing, they have to like be mindful of you. Obviously, you have to make sure to keep reminding them of that. But Psylocke works really well. I play her all the time. I like Psylocke on attack on this map. It's a lot of angles to work with. Make a lot of openings. The amount of times there's no B picks is an enemy team makes you paranoid as they're playing 180 simulator. Exactly. And he doesn't even have to do anything. It helps if he does something. But if he dies, then they don't have to worry about him anymore. If he dies, then he does negative. Then all the pressure disappears. Like I'd rather have my flanker apply that pressure and never get a pick than die trying to get a pick occasionally. Just have to like add enough pressure without dying. So he's kind of doing that part right. But I do think he's playing a little bit too safe at times. Like you said, if he committed to some kills, he would get him. This one, for example, probably would have got him. All right, we got the Iron Man now. We're trying to figure out what to play. You said he went Hela eventually. What would I pick here? I mean, Psylocke wasn't a bad pick. It's like the way you're approaching it is a bit awkward, I guess. If you could just 1v1 the Spider-Man, you would win. Yeah, Iron Man versus Spider-Man is never the pick, because he can just one-shot you. They do have both Black Panther and Spider-Man, though, so it is awkward, but if you just hit your shots, you're chilling. Dude, the magnetism on that is crazy.
Tremble before fast!
This is good so far.
Vehicle reached its
Standing back and shooting.
Keep up the momentum.
I think you have to decide on what you want to kill here.
I am barely
Obviously, frontline pressure is good. Dealing with the flankers should probably be a priority because they're a problem. Feel like, okay, unless I've killed Spider-Man, then I can't really commit to the front line that much. If I haven't killed Black Panther, I can't commit to the... We'll let them do whatever they want. Oh,
I am ready to put on a show.
they double ulted.
Disappear.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, he could have looked behind there. This is fine too, he gets a pick at the end. They could look behind there, could have killed one of them who wasn't in build. Took around more. There's something we've seen a lot of people make it. Just like seeing a lot of people make today. I don't even look around enough. There's always stuff going on. That's why I have a way higher sense that I'm comfortable with in this game. There's always something somewhere where you aren't looking.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Nice. I will take high ground. Try to off angle, get enough damage to get a pick. Especially with the +1, but yeah, I'd say so too. I mean, you know, Hela, you have to shoot people. It's gonna be hard. I definitely think he could have focused. Well, on Psylocke, he wasn't making that much happen for the team. There were definitely times he could have committed more. He needed to 1v1 more in Windows 1v1s. On Hela, he should have 1v1 more and try to deal with the Spider-Man and the Black Panther. It's also hard because they have Venom suddenly, but he didn't get the picks he needed or get the 1v1s he needed to win that. You say it's a team diff, which could be valid, but he also didn't like do his job of making sure his teammates stood up and killing the flankers and peeling his backline, which is his job as a Hela. But yeah, no. So again, I'll just repeat it. The pointers I would give you from this game, I mean, for Psylocke, you played like backline the whole time, which didn't really make sense as Psylocke. You needed to be off angling to the best of your abilities. Again, take the duels if you need to with the DPS and control the space on up here. When you played on like Psylocke, I think you should have been, for example, up here on these high grounds, because you needed to off angle, put pressure on them, and you're gonna end up fighting against the Spider-Man or whatever, and you just have to Windows. And if you need more, like, just try to be LOS with your healers or something. You played down here, which is bad because you can only shoot the tanks. You can't actually do meaningful damage and put pressure. When you're playing a flanker, you should be on the flank. That's a big thing. On Hela, I feel like generally speaking, you didn't pressure them. So because the flankers, the enemy flankers, they played here. Press M and then dot. The flankers, they were playing. Oh wait, it's because I'm on that. The flankers were, they were playing for these high grounds, but you as a Hela, you weren't contesting it, so you had a lot of space. And then they jumped in on their terms, and you couldn't fight them. You lost. But if you could deny them more, you would. And that was both Psylocke and Hela. That was a problem. Pointer, just try to control the DPS or the space of the DPS a bit more. You could have tanks playing up there, but normally DPS just walks up here and is supposed to do something. On Psylocke, it was noticeable because you're supposed to take it. On Hela, it was noticeable because you're supposed to deny it, and you should deal with the. I already denied by staying up here, or you stand next to your support, so play in the backline and just help your backline. And once you know that the backline has dealt with like Spider-Man or the Punish, like Panther, then you can look like, okay, you could blow up the tanks. You got nothing else to shoot at. I think taking an off angle and picking like their backline or something can be good on Hela, but you need to make sure your team is fine as well. Because you kind of like, when you play Hela, you're like a unit, you're inside of your team, the way you were playing Psylocke almost. You're a unit in your team, and you're just responsible for the damage, and some stuns and whatnot. And then when you are Psylocke, you're disconnected from the team, but you're supposed to like get picks or take space or harass or whatever. Obviously, still close enough to your team, but like very important